Okay, we're into session 4 here in this study of the process of awakening, that we may individually align ourselves more and more with the collective awakening of consciousness that's happening around the planet. And after our the foundational aspect of communion, the next part that's equally as important, but certainly would be secondary to communion, is the aspect of community. That in order for us to progress on this path, we need to have community of like-minded others with whom we can connect, with whom we can feel companionship and receive support, and have as a way of communicating our insights, our awakenings, and obviously to also communicate the pain and difficulty that we experience as we're becoming more aware of, becoming more in touch with, and letting go of, through the pain, old structures, old forms that no longer serve us. So community is an essential part of our journey forward, that we won't go very far on this path alone. Even though we need at times solitude, we need to have the support of a true family. And this true family will be individuals that over time we align with, and these people come and go. It's not like necessarily a biological family where the family that you're born into is stays being your kin throughout your whole life. The spiritual family will often develop over time, and the individuals will come and go. There may be a few that are lifelong friends that are part of your spiritual community, but oftentimes, again, the individuals aren't so important as just finding that group of like-minded individuals with whom you can share your process. I know in my journey for a while, it was my spiritual community was mainly the 12-step community of AA. That was a really integral part of my healing and recovery. And then obviously the Course in Miracles community became, and still is, a very vibrant part of my spiritual family. Eckhart Tolle and some of the friends that I've had in my study of Eckhart and then facilitating Eckhart groups, those people have become part of my spiritual family, as well as some men in some of the men's groups I've been involved with, and people through different church associations that I've been involved with, all kinds of different people. And eventually we see that the common element of all of these people with whom we develop spiritual family is simply a passion for our own individual spiritual growth and the desire to be in community with other people who are growing. So it's very important, again, as we continue developing, that we understand that this community is one that will always be a flexible or flowing group of people, that it may be in our journey that we geographically need to move around from place to place. Sometimes people travel just simply for doing workshops or retreats, but oftentimes in our journeys we actually move to different parts of the country or even different parts of the world as part of our development. And again, trusting in that process to know that we will find community wherever we go is very important, so that we can give ourselves permission to make these moves. Because what we'll find at different junctures in our journey is that there comes a growing sense of conflict, of a sense of being stuck. Something needs to move, and oftentimes what changes, again, in the breakdown of old forms, making room for the new forms, is our changes in our work life, in our relational life, in our home life, in order to open ourselves to greater teachings, to greater knowing, to a greater and wider spiritual community, until eventually, hopefully, we arrive at a place where we feel at home anywhere in the world, and we feel at home or in community with all kinds of different people. I mean, this is, again, what the spiritual path will lead us toward, is the idea that we are in spiritual community with everybody, and that we are at home everywhere, because we carry this within ourselves. But this, of course, is a relatively advanced level of development. So in the meantime, we do have certain associations, certain attachments that we make to places and to people and to jobs, to organizations, whatever. But always remembering that we want to stay open, we want to stay flexible, we always want to be listening to that quiet, still voice within ourselves that will be guiding us toward the greater expansion, because this whole process is a process of growth and expansion. So on that, I'll end session 4. Thank you.